It's been 25 years since Tropical Storm Alberto hit Georgia with nearly 2 feet of rain in some areas and widespread flooding from South Georgia all the way to Atlanta. We really didn't get that much here in Atlanta the way that they did in Macon. It was incredible, the difference in terms of the volume there and what we saw during that time. 30 people died, 35,000 people were displaced, and more than $203 million in infrastructure damage was reported from the storm and the flooding that followed. The Georgia National Guard looking back this week at their response to this incredible flooding and released these images to show soldiers building a sandbag dam for a hospital in Albany and to save the patients who were too weak to evacuate. It was incredible. And it converted public facilities also into temporary shelters and disturbing clean water and food. There were caskets that had popped up from cemeteries in Albany, and they were floating down streets. The Georgia Guard mobilized nearly a third of their force from all across the state, including soldiers whose own homes were destroyed. The response to the flooding from Alberto was the single largest natural disaster response by the Georgia Guard until Hurricane Katrina a decade later. It is an unforgettable natural occurrence here that is still something we all shake our heads at.